So there were 4 that you met in the real world, 2 online, and then Opal. That's 7. You're chief of police. Seriously, how did you work that out?
Looking back on it now, I have no idea. I don't know how I managed it, because getting up at 4 in the morning and to be at work at 5 in the morning, and I was talking with them throughout the day, and then when I went home at night, I would sparingly talk to them so I wouldn't, raise too much suspicion with Opal.
Okay, so, and I want to be sure that I have this right, because I don't want to make it something that it's not. You were married to Opal, and you had on the side Heather, Christy, Brianna, Christy, Katie, and Cecily. 2 were online, 4 were in the real world. But you were talking to all 6 of them.
Christy with the CH was actually the first one I started talking to back in November.
Right.
But Heather was the actual first one that I met in person.
Okay.
And Brianna was about that same time too.
Okay. And you said your wife made more money than you did. Did she finance any of this?
No.
So this was all your money. To meet 4 women in the real world, you had to do things with them, right? Take them to dinner. You actually went on an outing at times. Where did you get the money?
I was paid every other Friday, so I would go see them every other weekend. I would take care of the bills that were my responsibility, and the money that was left over I would use for the travel and meal or whatever.
Okay, so these 4 women that you saw in the real world, where would you go with them? What would you do with them?
Oh, mainly we'd go have a meal or something, and Christy, we would go shopping. I mean, we're not really to buy anything, but just to kill time. We went to different stores, and that was the same with Katie. When I seen her, we went just kind of antiquing. We weren't spending any money. That was basically all we did.
And so you were just out in public, just going around, but not in your hometown.
Right.
Okay. Well, when you met them in the real world, did you ever meet them in uniform?
Just the only one that's seen me, I believe, in uniform would have been Cecily.
Why her?
I'd gone over to Amarillo for a business related event, and I had stopped by her house, and that's why she seen me in uniform. And then she came on that a day or 2 later. She had come to Stinnett and did a ride along with me.
Out of Heather, Christy, Brianna, Christy, Katie, and Cecily, how many of them did you propose to?
We would talk about marriage issues and things, but actually coming out and saying, "Will you marry me?" I don't remember asking it. I know I never said that to anybody in person. We might have been jokingly saying it in a text or something like that. But
well, women tend to take those things seriously. When you say you're joking about it, but women tend to take that seriously. Did you lead any of them to believe that you were going to marry them? Would they conclude that you were serious about marrying them?
If any of them, it would have been Christy with the K. Her and I probably had the longest relationship, and we talked a little bit more in depth about what a wedding would look like for us.
Oh, wow.
But as far as actually proposing and buying a ring or anything like that, no, we never.
How many of them did you discuss how the wedding would look?
With Christy?
Was it just Christy?
I think with Cecily, we kind of talked a little bit about it, but nowhere near as in depth as what it was with Christy.
Okay. Were you thinking about divorcing Opal and marrying Christy with a K?
The divorce part with Opal kind of felt like it was going to happen at some point. As far as marrying Christy, we still had a ways to go before I would make that exact commitment to her.
Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.